Good morning, guys. I'm going to be doing something different in this video, at least different for me. I've never participated in an autocross or a track day, so I'm going to do my first autocross, and I'm hopefully doing it the right way. I'm going to be attending a session hosted by the Metro New York Porsche Club of America, in which it is kind of like a classroom seminar in the morning to really teach you the basics of autocross. And I believe in the afternoon they're going to show us how to walk a course, examine a course, and hopefully we'll drive the course this afternoon. This is a Saturday session. Tomorrow is the full normal autocross, a full day session. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that one, but I hope in this introductory classroom setting and initial drive I'll learn a lot. I hope to participate in many more autocrosses during the year this year. It's a cold morning this morning. Take a look. So as I film this, we are in early March. It snowed earlier this week, so it's a cold morning. I think I'll be fine on the course because I still have the winter tires on my 911. But boy, it's cold out here. Let's get the car started. And here's my little baby. I still love this 911. It's a great, great car. So let's see what it can do on an autocross. She still sounds great, doesn't she? She's awesome. So, all right, so this morning I'm gonna run a couple of errands before I go. Just need to get some coffee, gotta fuel up the body and fuel up the car, and we'll be on our way. Let's go.
The biggest single thing with autocross is really understanding the course and the cones.
Got it.
Right? If you could lay out literally a piece of pavement that followed the course, obviously it'd be very easy for you to pick which would be the straightest of lines, right?
Right.
You got a road that goes like this, but it's really wide. You can go right down the middle, right? You're just going to go right down the middle.
Right.
Similar concepts here. You're looking to find the smoothest lines through the course. Best way to make a course easy on you is not to get into turns late. So if I have two cones, this is my first cone, I wouldn't want to be coming into this angle in the first cone and then making my turn in the middle, right? Because now I've shortened every turn thereafter. It makes me have to overcorrect. So I'd rather on my first cone be wide and turning down what I call like the back side of the cone, right? Okay. So if you're looking at this slalom here, right? Because we're going to, if this is a cone and I had a cone here, right, I wouldn't want to come around the first cone and be here and then struggling to get back in, right? I'm not giving myself a lot of room. If I'm coming in a slalom, I want to start it in as close as I can to that first cone, which I call the kind of the back side of the cone. And then continue to do that down, because what happens is you're completing your turn early, which allows you to set up for the next turn.
Got it. Got it.
So nice and smooth.
was so much fun. That was so much fun.
And you're just as your second run or third run that was.
Right,
I mean,
right.
you're going to start to learn your car. It's quick on. This car is extremely fast.
Yes.
This is going to be one of the best cars on the track. This is the kind of car that could, I mean, not the fastest time of the day, but it's it's going to compete with anything.
Very good.
Flat
very
out.
Good. Yes.
It's a great car.
Yeah, I love it.
You can go.
All right.
Stay on line. Now, in tight to that phone. Okay, smooth. There you go. But now. Now you stay wide. And on this phone. Smooth with your inputs. The smoother you are, the quicker you are. This is just a slalom. Then you much better. You're probably I'd say 2 or 3 seconds faster that time.
Wow.
Just because you're smooth. But you see, there was one time where you kind of really got on the gas and you felt the car get unbalanced.
Yep.
And the problem is it's okay to get hard in the gas, but you want to do that in straight lines.
Got it.
When you're in the turn, or it's keeping that car balanced. That's what it's all about. That's what being fast is all about. At least for me. The smoother you are, the more control the car is, the faster you can be. And on the back side, like I said, it's much easier to look up because there are fewer gates. So you're looking way out to the next gates, and when you kind of see it, you're like, oh, I know exactly where I gotta be. And you can be smoother. You're driving with your eyes, because when your eyes are going someplace, your hands will tend to follow.
That's right.
Right, because some of these cones are irrelevant, other than the fact that you don't want to hit them. They're the outside cones in a turn are generally a distraction. If you concentrate on what's the cone I'm looking for, it's that exit cone.
Exit cone.
Because if someone's looking at a line of cones, and they're concentrating on the first cone, chances are they're going to come in flat. And then by the time they need to make an exit, they're exiting way too late. Versus if you're concentrating on coming to that cone, you might come wide of this cone and say, I need to get out. People who concentrate at the front cones come in, and then they drive very.
Now you told me that did I come in too wide on what was it?
It was on the back.
It was on the back end,
But that was fine. When I'm saying wide, that's being nitpicky. You weren't that wide,
but that's how I learned.
But that's what I think about when you get late. Now you got to turn really hard to get in once the shift its way one way. Now you got to turn really hard to get back in the other when the car's shifting. Versus if you got in early, you're in early. You can kind of straighten up the car, get balanced, make your turn, get balanced, your turn, get balanced. When you get in late, the car is going to roll one way, but you got to come back the other, and the car's off balance. And that's what happens when you get into turns late. And then there's
So this is part one of 2 videos about my first autocross experience. So here in this first video, which you just saw, you saw what the driving was like. In the second video, I'm going to talk about what the experience was like and what it was like really driving this 911 GTS at the limit, at least the limit for me as a beginner autocrosser on this course. So stay tuned for the next video and enjoy.